Hi guys. So I'm kind of working on a link for you guys so I can post this inside this chat. I'm also going to put a QR code that you can just, put your phone on and you guys can join the class from there. Um, which is, is a little bit easier than you going to the website, which is fine as well. Um, but I find this kind of easy to do, and I can put it in a text form, so that's pretty cool. Um, if you guys have any questions, make sure you let me know because I'm going to be in this chat for a few minutes. Um, so, hi Valerie, how are you? I know I sent you a few messages. I figured you was out. So right now, I don't know why this is acting up. Oh, let me get up here. So right now, we're just kind of going to keep it to where it is. I got good feedback on it. Let me go ahead and share it, and then I will give it to you guys. So I'm actually going to put it in a shared link. You guys know how I do the shared links when I come on. I pretty much do the shared links in there. Um, if anybody is in the Sapphire portal, I'm in the live class right now. I saw you in there, Valerie. So I'm going to jump in the chats. Um, so if anybody is in the chats, if you do send me something, I got you. I see what you're sending me. So again, the book is there, and we're going to kind of talk about teams and how you can incorporate teams into your business. Let me just get this out of here. And, I figure I'll do this one kind of early because I know you guys have things to do on your Saturday. And, sometimes class ain't the first thing you want to do on Saturday. But I said, go ahead and do this one because a lot of people were asking me how to use the teams. Now, this is also if you have, if you just started my class and, you say, hey, I want to do a little bit more than just start the class. I want to start the class and then do something else. I wonder why this is like this. And, nothing's wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to export this to a PDF. Once you learn class, once you actually learn that Teams, I mean, you guys, most of you already have Teams anyway. I mean, you guys are using Teams in the classroom, right? And some of you are using Teams at work. Now, when you guys are using Teams at work, right now I'm doing a flash. What I'm doing is I'm creating a PDF from a web page. And the reason why I'm creating this from the web page is to post this to Canvas. As a matter of fact, any of you want to learn the Canvas, I'm not a Canvas expert. Y'all know me, forget about it. It's so many tricks that you can get around the Canvas. What I'm doing right now, I'm posting a PDF to Canvas. Okay. And again, when I put you guys' slides up and different things like that, I use different things to do it. But one of my pet peeves, my go-to, is the downloads. One of my go-tos is Teams. I use Teams for my Sapphire portal. Just like any other app, just like any other program, you can create Teams how you want it. You can add stuff in Teams how you want it. When you guys look at my classes, we did the classes the other day, and I kind of showed you guys how to kind of go in there. In the Teams portal, you can create anything that you want. I have the portal up, but I'm gonna slide over, and I'm gonna go to my channels, and then I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay, and that's what this chat is. This is just a chit chat. You guys, regular classes tonight at 6 o'clock. We're just gonna talk about this for just a few minutes. And some of you who already have your classes already, and or you've already learned how to do billing and coding, and you want to figure out, well, I want to see how to, how can I make my class, how can I turn my class into a live academy? I know it looks like my connection is, forget about it. You can use Teams. You can use Teams. What you do need, though, you need to have a business EIN, and you need to have a website. They check to see if you had your website for 2 years. They check to see if you've had your business for 2 years. There's different ones that you can get. So I'm just putting this right here. So let's say I do a chat in here for you guys. So when I do a chat in here, I automatically put that chat in Teams. Now, some of the other chats, I'm putting the website on the side. Some of the other chats I don't, because those chats can pretty much stay in YTU for anybody to pretty much look at. But the other chats actually go in my Teams. This is something that I'm just now, I put it in here the other day, but I always update, what I'm actually putting in here. Okay. And this is because it's easy for you guys to get. You guys see the chats? So in these chats, what happened is I can send all of you an email from this, everybody an email from this, and say, hey, you missed a few of my chats. Okay. I can put as many students in there as I want to. Okay. As an administrator, I give you a license. Okay. And this is my school. Hi, Nolly, how are you? I give you a license to get into my Teams portal, right? It doesn't have to be a Teams portal. If you want to make courses out of anything that you do or anything that you sell, or it's like a commercial, you can use Teams to do it. In this case, I just pretty much put in here what I want to send to my students. So if I have a student that missed this class that you see right here, if she missed this class, I'm going to send it to her. Just a reminder to say, hey, you missed this class, okay? So when I do that and she looks at her email, she goes, I missed one of Miss Lambert's class. I'm going to get in. Or sometimes, like this morning, everybody could be busy, everybody's shopping, so people can't get into the chat. It's easier for you to archive, where if you are on the YouTube, which is fine, you still have to kind of go through some of the playlists. When you hit the playlist, everything should be in order. All of my classes are numbered in the playlist. When you go in a classroom, they're already there. So, and they have classes for Teams. They have classes for Teams. But this is just to say, like, Teams, don't sleep on Teams. I don't know, I got feathers in my throat or something. Don't sleep on Canvas. Canvas, you can make a web page from Canvas. So you guys see that thumbnail that I have down there? That thumbnail is a web page, but I PDF'd it so that I can use it as a thumbnail. So when you actually go on it and you click it, it should take you to the web page. You guys already have the links in YouTube, so I really didn't need to put the web page in there. You see what I'm saying? I didn't need to put the web page in there. So, in retrospect to Teams, that's what I do. I will combine the Teams with the Canvas, and it gives you access to everything that's in the Sapphire Academy. Okay. Let me put this up. Drop that down. So where is it? One. Okay, so I added the link in there for you guys to get the program from here. Let me see. Let me take a look at it. Okay, so it looks pretty good. And all you have to do in here is what is it? You put your phone on there, and you just do the click. 'Cause I love that. I love the phone thing. It didn't do it the click. So yeah, I made this as a combination from Teams, from my business PayPal, and I combined it with Canvas. I'm telling you guys, there's no reason. That's if you want to do something like that. If you have other courses that you have, if you have classes that you want to put on there, yes, you can create as many classes as you want to in there. In the Sapphire portal, my students go in, they have 24 access to the portal. You can get in the portal anytime you want to. You can look at any classes that you want to. Let's get back in there. And here, I'm gonna remove this. This is the link to get into the classroom, y'all. This is the link for PayPal to pay for your registration. The registration for the class is $59.99. I'm gonna put this right here. And this is for those of you who want to join the class and do the $59.99. I also have a link for you guys where you just doing like $1 donation, or you're doing a donation to Sapphire. So let's take this down. Then I'm gonna come over here. So this again, this is the Sapphire portal. Let me see. Did I put it up? That's the Sapphire portal. So I put books in here. I put things I want them to read in here. I put the chats in here, so that it's easy access for the students to get the portals, get to the portal. So here is the medical billing chat links, right? That's for the medical billing class. That's the chat links. If you missed the live chat, you archive it right here. Okay. And it doesn't have to be, medical billing and coding. You could have courses on anything. You can have courses on how to drive. You can make your own courses on real estate. Here, that's the second Sapphire Academy. These courses are the medical terminology courses. You see, you notice that these are the same chats that you see. You see them on YouTube. I put them in here because it's easier for my students to get to. So when the Sapphire Academy students need to get in, they go right in. The language of medicine book that you guys see me go over, during the week when I'm doing your classes. Don't forget the classes tonight at 6:00. I put that book in here. Again, it depends on what type of files you want to do. So let's jump over to this portal. Is Sapphire portal. The Sapphire portal is where you're going to have your files. You can have your files on any one of these tabs. You create them yourself. You create the tab yourself. I put this in here for easy access for my students. All of this information, all of the classes, everything in there is easy access for my students. So, some of you want to see how the Sapphire portal is. What is the Sapphire portal? This is it. This is how you get in there. If you want to have a discussion with me, if you want to talk about something, you put it in here. I'm not going to go through the discussion board because I have people also DBing me from there. DB is discussion board. Okay, it's just kind of like DM what you guys do. So we're not going to go there, but you can do a DM here. If I'm in the portal already, you see this green check, you know that I am in there. Okay, you know that I'm in there. Even if I'm not in there and you're in there, and you want to send a message to me, I'll easily get it. So, when you're making your program, you're the one who is going to actually design the full program. Now, I have a lot of work in there for my students. When they go in, they should be able to find what they need. If my students are working on an ICD-10, there's a file in there for ICD-10. If she missed this chat, she's going to go back to the medical billing chat or the medical terminology chat or the coding chat, and she's going to get the ICD-10 chat number 1, which we haven't started yet. Coding is going to start on Monday. Okay, coding is going to start on Monday. So that's why I'm encouraging everybody to get in on the classroom and go ahead and do your $59 so you can get all of the classes. If you want to just do the $9.99 course, that's fine. Just do a $9.99 course. If you just do a $9.99 course, it's only one course. It doesn't give you the same access as the other students with the full program, but you're still able to get that program without even getting on YouTube. You would download that same orientation, and if you say, well, that wasn't enough information for me, Miss Lambert, I'm gonna go ahead and do the regular program. If you choose to do the regular program, you're gonna go on my website and you're gonna click the school link, and that's gonna be it. If you want to register from here, this is a link right here. This is how you're going to register for my class. Sapphire Pay link to register. It's $59.99 to register, and you have 21 classes in there. Okay, 21 classes. There's 3 classes, 21 sections of the body. There is cardiology, which you guys know. Y'all been in my classroom. Y'all know we just went over that. There's, let me show you. Let me show you right here. Matter of fact, I got it up. This is a portal. This is Sapphire Portal. When you register for my class, there's an automatic download inside of the Shopify. The Shopify, I created that into my store. So when you go there, you have an automatic download. And what you're going to download is the orientation. So the orientation is going to be like a week long, but some people knock the orientation out in 2 days, or it's just, there's a video in there and there's documentation in there. But the reason is because I have to give you that much time for orientation. If you missed a live orientation, you could always archive that orientation. That's the first thing that you're going to download from there. When you do that, then you are given a code. You get the code the same day. I have some emails that I'm going to push out, which will give you the code. I also create a Sapphire email for you as well. Okay, so in this Sapphire portal, once you actually get in here, you can start reviewing whatever digital program you want to. Like I said, all of this is in PDF. I'm just now kind of reviewing it. We're going to do some of it in a web page. The thing with the web page that I'm going to create right from here is that you have to, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. With the web page, when you open it, you got to go to the web page. Okay. And actually, these are web pages down here as well. So, I mean, it just makes it nice. I mean, your digital format is also nice, and your PDF also nice, and how you want to fix it. But we like to kind of expand and kind of like do more stuff. We like to just kind of go above and beyond. And if we can find something more to do with the students, we actually do it. And sometimes, when you don't have the access to do certain things, it's kind of hard for you to do it. But when you have the teams, these are the apps that you will get with them. So when you register for my class, you get this automatically. You are getting this in the classroom. So I don't know if it's going to stay up. Yeah, it stays up. So when you register for my class, this class is normally $1,389. But this is what you get with my class. Okay, I have the grant, so that's why it's $59. So you see the apps that you get. I give you a license so that you have access to use this. Okay, you have access to this. If you're in my classroom and I'm using Teams and SharePoint and you don't have it, you can't access my files. So just like any other online college, they give you access to Microsoft, Excel, Teams, and X, Y, and Z, because how are you going to do the online portal, right? So don't sleep on it. When it's going to probably take you a while. It's going to take you a while to develop, of course, your own website. But not the website, your own class, your online course. But just remember the work that you put into it. Remember, the work that you put into it is going to pay off. The work that you put into it is going to pay off. This is a SharePoint link right here. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see, because I'm trying to scroll up so you can see it. And let me see. Okay, so we're still in the app page. Hold on, let me move over. SharePoint. So in this page, this is where you can actually make your own links here. You can make your own web page in this alone. If I click that little plus and I want to make a web page, they're asking me, what's my communication site? What do I want to put on the web page? I can go to links and just kind of, upload something. Let's go in here for a minute. Let's upload that. Upload. See? So, hold on. I don't think you can see that part. So it's actually this is what I just uploaded there. This is turned into a link. This page is turned into a link. So depending on what kind of business that you want to do, create it based on, if you're in real estate and you're recruiting in real estate and you want to show them how you recruit, or you want to show them, some of your houses, you can build it. You can build it right from Teams. You can also build it from Canva. I also put a link in here. Let me get this link. I put a link down here for the Canva. I don't know what that is. Okay, here it is. I put the link in here for the Canva because some of you had asked me, about the Canva and how it works. And I saw something this morning, so I'm gonna put it right here. This is a Canva. And that link is gonna tell you a little bit about how to do the Canva, how to make some of these designs that you see us making. And I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool for y'all to do. Okay. So also let me go ahead and put up the links for the books in case we have new students coming in and y'all want to check out the Kindle books. Okay. I'm still going to put this on the side. So, again, that's the Sapphire portal. Okay. So when you do join my class, it's pretty much, you're self-learning. Okay. I'm just typing something in here. You're self-learning. I'm putting you in the right place, and you are not wasting money. I went on TikTok last night. I mean, they was amazing. They were amazing. I didn't have the link for TikTok because TikTok already has my books and stuff in there already. But we had such a good time last night, and trouble connecting. Yes, sometimes this thing doesn't connect. So we were talking about the books, and that's like the main thing that I do on TikTok is we sell the books. So here's one right here, which I'm going to be doing with you guys. This is the Sapphire Coding Medical Billing and Coding Q&A. Let me try this again. It's something with. All right. So I know my connection is horrible. Let me see if we can get this one up. So I'm gonna switch connections because it looks okay, but sometimes it's not working. Okay, so again, the medical terminology. The medical insurance billing book. That's what I'm typing in right now, the medical insurance billing book. That's this right here. So I'm also going to put a QR code up there for you for that as well. Let's see. Okay, so it went through. So, again, using Teams is so easy for you to navigate through. And that's why I made my school from Teams. I made it from Teams because it gives a better and a broader side of people who already know how to use Teams. You yourself can go in there without me and go over whatever class you want to go over. It is the same thing as a regular online school. Okay. And if you start in a business, of course, I would recommend that you use Teams. It's a cheap way to get to bigger and better. It's a cheaper way to get to bigger and better. We can do video, Zoom, also in Team, which is what we do. And this is why we use Teams. I use it as a Sapphire portal because it's easy access. I give you an email. I give you an email to access the online portal. And again, you can access that portal anytime you want to. And that's one of the reasons why I did use the Teams, because in Teams, you can give access. I can give all of my students get licensed. When you guys join the Sapphire Coding, I give you a license in there. Okay, I give you the license for it so that you have easy access. Okay, so that you have easy access. So I'm putting the links up there for the books because I don't want you guys to forget to get the books. I'm also going to put the link up there. I'm going to put a QR code up there for you guys to to register for the class. Okay. So we're talking about Teams and how you can access Teams for the Sapphire Academy. We're also talking about how you can create your own team when you're doing your own business. Okay. So and we're going to talk about the billing books. Okay. So this book right here, this is my medical billing and coding Q&A. Okay. And this book has pictures in it. It has illustrations in it. It tells you about medical billing and coding. It tells you about revenue codes. It tells you about CPT codes. I also have blank pages also in here for you to write on. Okay. So do not sleep on that. Do not sleep on that. If you have people that want to learn the course, who've never done the course before, I suggest that they get this book. And for you guys, I also have an ebook version of this book. It's already in one of my chats. Don't forget to look at it. That was my gift to YouTube for you guys subscribing to my channel or even looking at my videos. This book is free to you. This book is free to you. If you want a hard copy of this book and you are subscribed to my channel, it comes with the channel. I'll send it to you. If you have people who are in your family and they say, I want to buy a book, and they're not members of my channel, this book is $29.99. It's $29.99, and you can either get it from me or you can get it off Amazon, or you can even go to TikTok and get this book. Okay. If you go to TikTok to get this book, which right after this class, I have to do a TikTok. So right after this class, you can head over to TikTok if you want to. You can go to TikTok, go to shop, and you will get this book. Okay. This book will be mailed to you. It's a hard copy. It is not the ebook that you will get. Okay. So one of the things that you on YouTube you have an ebook like this. Go find the ebook. I would go find the ebook and kind of just check it out if you just want to see what medical billing and coding is about. And this one is the medical billing. It's just medical billing in here. The medical terminology, I'm waiting for that shipment to come in. If you want to order this book, again, this book is also on TikTok. It's also on TikTok. It's the first series. The medical billing and coding Q&A, that is also on TikTok. I'm gonna make PDFs and put all of the books up there. Okay, but I really want you to get in on the classes, whether you do the free classes or whether you're doing the classes that is $59.99. Okay, the normal cost of the program is $1,389. And the $1,389 will cover all of your classes. It covers all of the books that's in there. The difference with this class is You don't get a grant for this class. You don't get a grant for this class. That's a normal price. So this is one of the reasons why I want you to continue with the free classes and then try to get in on the $59.99. Okay, because I once we do get another one, I can actually put it back. I can put it back to that price. But I don't want to keep flip flopping it. I'm trying to see if I can get consistent um, vouchers or whatever for you guys to take this class at that price. If we can get several that are registering for the $59.99, then yeah, we can go ahead and keep that the same. And because it's really, it's a self-taught class. If I'm going to schools and marketing and, I have teaching, hospital people and things like that, of course we can do that. But this program, I want to make this program affordable to everybody, not just me, not just she or her or he, everybody. I want it to be affordable. So, I'm going to do the TikTok right after this. And we're only doing the TikTok so that we can do the books. We have a lot of people that are asking about the book on TikTok, which is wonderful. Now, the TikTok people do not have access to this ebook. I gifted this ebook to anybody in my subscription. Okay, so that's the reason why you see this in there. I gifted it. So no, the program is not $13.89. It's $59.99. So that I have the grants to bring it down to $59. So I would definitely take advantage of this. Take advantage of the $59.99. If you have been laid off, okay, if you say you want to do your own business, if you say you need a couple of pointers, what I would do is I would, go to YouTube. I would figure out what I want to put in my teams. I would figure out the name of my business. Once you get that together and you have all your courses already, you have all of your material for your courses, then yes, you should go ahead and get the business teams, and that will be your website. That will be your website for your portal. When you go on online schools, you open up the portal. There's usually notes. There's like a summary there of what your class is and what you do. That's the same thing like when you come in here. When you go, I don't know why I'm over here. When you go into my classroom, when you go into my classroom, you see pretty much the same thing. Hold on. I'm gonna take this down. And I want to put this on. So thank you. So again, you pretty much can use any of these instruments inside your Sapphire portal. Okay, your Sapphire portal and your Teams portal. The Sapphire portal is mine. Okay, so that's the gist of it. First thing you're gonna do, and they have teams where you can get teams. Your first week will be like 7 days. I think it's free. The first 7 days is free, I think. Just like like Canvas and everybody, they give you like this free thing or whatever. But take it to your advantage. Take it to your advantage. Okay. Somebody showed me. They didn't really show me. I kind of figured out a catch to kind of trip Canvas up when you don't have a paid subscription to do Canvas. Okay, there's tricks to that. All right. But when you eventually do get the bigger picture, your thumbnails look so beautiful. I'm trying to tell you, I play with those thumbnails. Don't sleep on that. If you're taking the coding class and you want to go further in that coding class, don't sleep on that coding class. Okay, that coding class could be your life. Okay, if you learn what you need to learn, set aside what you need to set aside, focus on what you need to focus on to get through. Those books that I give you, the books that I show you that you need, that's how you're going to learn how to do coding. That's how you're going to learn how to do coding. These books right here. No, I don't sell these books. Okay, but that's how you're going to learn how to do coding. I'm gonna leave that one up there for a minute. Okay, because if you Do not find something that you want to do. Let's say you have something that you want to do, right? And you don't have the skills to do it. So what do? You research how to get the skills to do it. That's what you do. An image file. I think that's probably why I wasn't doing it right. So let's do image file. So you're going to research what you want to do. If you want to be, what do you call it? A marketing salesman. I can't even say it. A marketing salesman. I got one in here, y'all. I'm about to get the other one. If you want to be, now I figured, I'll tell you, but it's always something you got to figure out on this thing. So let me see if I'm figuring it out. I'll figure it out. If you want, you see what I'm saying? Don't sleep on it. So there's three major things that we have to use. Okay, this is for those of you who are building your own business. Okay, you need to have Canva. Okay, you need to have Thank you. You need to have. I know I got messages coming up of my head. You need to make sure that you have Canva. Okay, because you need to create different. Why is this like this? You need to make sure that you create different artwork. Even if you don't know, I mean, who knows? Even if I don't know why that one is not working. Okay, let's do that again. So even if you're not sure what type of course, I'm gonna do a PDF one. You're not sure what type of course you want to do. You're not sure if you even want to do a course. So that gives you enough time. Let's say when you get off from work and you take an hour, 2 hours or something like that, and you want to create a program. First of all, you need to make sure you have a layout. This is a screenshot. I'm not sure why it's not coming through, but we're gonna figure it out in a minute. So let's take it down. You just figure out, what you want to do. I'm kind of working on it while I'm in here. Figure out what you want to do. Get down your product. Get down your product that you want to do. I'm gonna take this and export it. I'm gonna export it into a PDF. And no, I'm not even savvy like that with a computer. My son is a lot more savvy than I am with a computer. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. You do not have to be an expert to do this. Get your program together. One of my girlfriends, she did a daycare at her house. She had her house done over and her house was made into a daycare. And matter of fact, she didn't even have an upstairs in her house. She had the upstairs built. I thought it was amazing. I didn't think she would ever get rid of that house, but she did. But I'm telling you, the house was amazing. I love this house. And the back, and she had the kids back there. And I was already amazed that you want a daycare? It's like, I don't blame her. I don't blame her because I didn't even know she even loved kids like that. Not that you have to love children, but she got creative. She about to figure out how to get this money. She's a businesswoman. Okay, and a lot of people say, you and Keisha. Yeah, I'm mentioning your name, Keisha. You and Keisha are like. Keisha is my bestie. She is a businesswoman. You heard. She took her house and built the second floor, and she had a daycare in the back of the house. And I said, "Girl, I'm so proud of you. I don't know what to do." And now she's into real estate. I'm still studying for my real estate exam. I'm pretty sure she's got hers by now because she has plenty homes and plenty houses. And we all still have a 9 to 5. I know it'll be that one day we never have to do 9 to 5, but we all, even as business people and people who own their business, we all have 9 to 5s. But I'm showing you that to show you the thrive that she has. And you all need to have that same type of thrive when you are educating yourself, when you're learning something, when you're going to school. I don't care if you're self-taught, self-teach. If I'm giving you the right information, you're self-teaching yourself, you're attending my classes, you're going to learn the coding. I had an employee and she told me, She studied and studied and studied. She didn't even go to class, Miss Lambert. I taught myself and I passed my CPC. You see what I'm saying? So if you have that drive to pass your CPC, just do it. Okay. I put this up here because this is the Sapphire Physician Coding Series 2 that I'm telling you about. You can go to Amazon and order this book. You can type in my name, all my books will come up, or you can type in Sapphire Physician Coding. Okay. This book is $49.99. Okay. It might be 45. I haven't been on it. I can't even remember. I'm gonna just put this under here so that you guys can see. And this book has tests. It has, I have so much stuff under here. I don't know what's next. It has tests. It has competencies, and you can teach yourself. Okay. And we've already done the medical terminology class, right? Did we do the medical terminology class? We're doing the last class tonight. We're doing the last class tonight. And I'm going to do your capstone in the morning so that we can finish with the medical terminology, because I have to start getting prepared for the coding course on Monday. So that's the reason why we're going to do the capstone in the morning. I know some of you may not be able to get into it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it before church so we can just get it done and get it out the way. Okay. So this book is $49.99. Okay. This book is $49.99. And the reason it's $49.99 is because there are tests in here. There are tests in here. Okay. So there's questions and answers in this book. Okay. Questions and answers in this book. Okay. And it's a lot bigger than this one. It's a lot bigger than this one. So this one does not have tests and answers. This one has your introduction of medical billing, just medical billing. That's what this talks about, medical billing and coding. This talks about how you can get in touch with us. It talks about what we do in the program. It talks about your medical billing lesson plans. And it's like, it's kind of like your go-to. The SOP is also in here. And the good thing I did, I made sure I left you guys some space to write notes in there. There are some abbreviations in here that you need when you're taking HR. Okay. I'm going to put this down there. I'm going to talk about this after that, because I can't have this book up and I'm talking about that one. So again, this is your medical terminology book. Okay. I've written this book. Even if you go on Amazon, you should be able to see a few free pages in there as well. Okay. This book is on TikTok. I think it's $45 because I think I ate the charges for the taxes. You don't have to pay taxes on it. On Amazon, we do. So that's why it's a little bit more on Amazon. But I encourage everybody to get this book. Okay. With you getting this book, it will help you to learn medical terminology. I'm so proud when I see some of my students and they're like, I'm working now and, I'm almost in section 12, section 23. It's the funnest thing in the world when you have time to set for yourself and you're doing something to prosper. And grow. And as long as you have a team and your team that's helping you, like your girlfriend, your homegirl, or I don't care who it is, somebody that you can talk to and say, I'm learning how to do coding. I'm learning how to do medical terminology without a student loan, with no student loan. This book right here is going to help you with medical terminology. And it's in the Sapphire portal. It's in the Sapphire portal. Okay. So don't sleep on this book. Okay. And the reason why I have you guys with the teams, again, because it is easy for you to use. Okay. So I'm going to put up the next book. Let's take this one down. And again, these are my books that I created. And I am the author of these books. I'm just going to put this up here. Even if you didn't want to get in the classroom, even if you don't want to do, even if you don't want to do the Sapphire Academy, you can just do this. You can just do this. You can just read the material, and literally you're teaching yourself. You're still literally teaching yourself. In this book, which is the one we just talked about, the other one I'm waiting for my shipments. In this book, it's medical billing. Okay, it's medical billing in this book, and it is the series one. The series for these books will be 18 series when I actually finish with this full series. And the full series are the classes that we are doing. You want to learn how to do medical billing and coding? Buy the whole series. You can buy the whole series. The whole series will more than likely be about 489 or 500, or you can buy a book at a time. The same thing how you do your Sapphire Academy courses. Okay, you can combine them with the classes from YouTube. Those of you who are in the Sapphire Academy, you combine everything I give you with Sapphire Academy. Okay. So again, this book is, I think it's like $25. If you go on Amazon, you can get this book. And again, you can load this book into Teams. Okay, you can load this book into Teams, and it is going to help you. There are pages in this book to read, just like pages in the other book. Okay. And see the other chat, which I'm going to do another one behind this one. We didn't do it like this. We just pretty much explained the books, and I put the books up there. Okay. So let's take this down. We'll put this up here, and we're just letting you know the price of this book. This book is $29.99. You can get this book from Amazon. You can get this book from TikTok. It's the same as this. I just changed the color. I changed the color and a couple of things in there I probably added in there, but it is the same as this book right here. And I've kind of probably changed the color to, I don't know, I'll probably change it to like a turquoise color or something like that. But that's the same book. And this is the one I was telling you about that tells you about medical billing and coding. Okay, both medical billing and coding in this book. Medical terminology is also in this book. Dextrose in this book. Closed fracture, chronic, what is acute? Otaglia in this book. I love this book. And in this book, you remember I was telling you guys my bio is in this book. My biography is in this book. Okay, so you can know all about Miss Lambert. And here go my student testimonies. My student testimonials is also in this book. That book that you just saw is the same as this one. So when you're learning medical billing coding, it is a benefit to you. And using the Sapphire portal is a benefit. If you thinking about starting your own business and maybe you want to do some type of courses and you want to kind of follow along with an easy program that you kind of want to start out with, I would definitely use the Teams. I would use the Teams because this is a way for you to not only get used to, people in your class or people you want to talk to. It's a way to get you experience in learning something new, learning how to do AI stuff, learning how to create portals and online portals. So when you guys, like I said, when you join my class, the first thing you get is a download. You get a download, okay? All of these books that I just showed you in my class are already there. They're already there. One of the things that I may do on the portal may be I might add another class in there. We already have 3 programs in there. Okay. Take a look at the programs. I can put a program up for you right now, as a matter of fact. Here you go. I'm gonna take the book down for a minute, okay? This is the programs right here. Advanced, okay, transitional, and basic. Basic is medical billing and terminology. Transition is with coding, and advanced is with all four of them. Okay, so you guys check out that website and go on the website and click that bar that says Sapphire Physician Coding, or it's one that says actually enter courses. So I would definitely get in on it. And like I said, if you guys wanted to get this book, just go on TikTok and put this book name in, or you can go on Amazon and get it. But again, I want to make sure that you um, have everything that you need to do this class. And again, it is a self-taught class. I'm putting you in the right place and I'm giving you the information. This is the free class for YTU. I can't even get that off. This is a free class for YTU. Okay. Yes, the classes are free. The classes are free. Of course, the classes are free. But for you to join the Sapphire Academy, that's going to be a cost. It's $59.99. And trust me, with the $59.99, you get books with it. You get your language and medicine book that is normally $100 and something dollars. We looked it up on Amazon. It was $91. We saw another one for $99, and then we saw another one. Here, you do not have to pay for the language and medicine book when you actually go in there. I showed you guys before that book goes in there. After this chat, I have to do a TikTok chat, but it's going to be primarily almost the same as this one. We're going to talk about books. We're going to talk about the books, okay? And for YouTube, I gave you guys this book, not this one. I gave you guys this book. So this, okay, add to the stage. So this book. Look at YouTube. Look at YouTube chats, okay, and find this book. All right, and this is for those of you who are in my YouTube class, those of you who've already subscribed and you guys are already in the class, viewing what you need to, getting that step ahead to get you to the next chapter. Okay, this is exactly what it says: medical billing and coding Q&A. So this Q&A book tells you about medical billing and coding. What are you going to learn? Gives you medical terminology, medical billing. It's all in there. Okay. I don't know if I have, let me see if I have links. I should have links below that will also help you guys out. Oh, so I guess I can't look at the links until I finish with the class. Okay. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have the links. If it's not, it's no problem. I'm going to put the links. I'm going to put the links in there anyway. So just remember, we only have like 8 minutes left. So just remember, if you are in my classroom and you want to start your own business, use the Teams as I would use it as like a starter. There's different programs that you can get in the Teams. There's different programs you can get in the Teams. But like I said, I will start from the beginning. Let me just see. Teams. Just regular Teams. I'm just pulling up a regular Teams. So in the Teams, and I mean, like, I love Teams. Let me tell you something. If you get stuck, they will email you and email you and email you until you get your answer. And one time I kind of got a little frustrated with them, but I couldn't understand a word the dude was saying. I'll tell you that. I couldn't understand what he was saying. So, and this is what's good about it. I'm putting up the Teams, and this is what's good about it. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he said, "You know what? We're going to switch over to chat." I was like, "We're going to switch over to chat, okay?" And we was good from there on in. I'm just going to type it down. All right, so I'm gonna put this up there, and this is just, letting if if you are creating an online program, use Teams. We use Teams at the job. We use Teams at the hospital. We use Teams for meetings. Um, you guys ever used Zoom before? It's the same thing. It gives you that same type of Teams. Um, you have personal teams that you can just get. You have teams. The teams that I'm talking about is a little bit different. It's for the business. It's for the business teams. Okay, let me see if they show y'all a different site. But I'm gonna put it up. Teams for business. I don't know. I've had this thing so long. I don't know if it's a different picture. Okay, let's see. CRM. Oh, this is nice. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm not gonna put nothing up here that's confusing. Okay, I ain't gonna put nothing up here that's confusing. Okay, so this is probably where I started at right here. When I started to do the teams, I think I jumped on this website right here. I'm just gonna change this real quick. We're gonna stop the share on that, and then I'm gonna share on the one that I had. So the one that I have up now is specifically towards the business. And even if if you click the wrong one, they'll put you in the right place anyway. They'll put you in the right place. Like I met somebody and he was like, he had a lot of stuff in his head that he wanted to put on paper. And I guess it was like geared towards, helping people, helping other people. I mean, I think that's amazing. You got some ideas in your head. You need to go ahead and put them out there. I think it's amazing. But here is the business software. And I think will be great for you guys that are just starting out. I ain't an expert either. I'm climbing up the ladder with this too. I'm usually physically going to schools and places. I think probably this year I did more marketing online than I did on foot. Normally I'm on foot. I'm at all the hospitals. Found out what your target market is. My target market normally is hospitals. My target market is people who already work in a facility. My target market was just, medical field, period. But I switched that up. So now I market to you to try and give you a program that can help you and other people at, McDonald's, people at Panera. I didn't market to them before because I would be like, well, hell, I ain't interested in learning coding. Maybe they want to be a manager. They want to be in the food industry. But I learned, and I have a lot of them that I have a lot of them that just buy my course and that's it. They don't even want to be involved with the class. They want to teach themselves, and they usually DB me if they get stuck. And okay, because when you go on my website, it is the same thing. If you go on my website, people usually go on there and they purchase courses. They purchase courses from there. A lot of them don't want to be in my class, or they don't need my class. So they say, well, Miss Lambert, I'm just going to, purchase your courses because I don't have time to go to your class. So they just pretty much, they just get the course. And of course, no, I keep up with them. It is the same way as if they were in my class. I keep up with them. A lot of times I'm in the discussion board and I'm sending text or I'm sending email. You may get the discussion board from me. It may come through a text or something like that, but I'm not sure, but it may come through a text. So this is my website. Make sure that you have a website where people can contact you, okay? So this is the link I told y'all to go on. You see that link right there? That's what you're going to go on, and it's going to take you to my bookstore. I'm not going to click it because it's going to take me right out of here. Okay. Let's take that down. I'm going to put up Sapphire Academy. Okay, y'all. So here's the Sapphire Academy. Okay. This is my website for Sapphire Academy. You guys go on, check out my website. Okay. So again, this is the website here. This is, if you type something here, I'll get it. Okay, that comes on my phone. I'll answer your question. Okay, this is, of course, is our YouTube link that we have on here. Okay, this is some information about Sapphire Academy Medical Building Code Online. You also can pay here with PayPal. So if you want to register for the class and you want to use your PayPal, you can use your PayPal. Okay. So after this course, after this, I have to do TikTok, and I'm gonna come back at you. Okay. So again, that's what this is about. Wait, let me get back. So, as you are, studying, as you are saying, you're creating your own business, it's a good idea to do it. Insurance claims. So, is your insurance denied? Is your claim denied? Contact us for consultation. I also do consultations for insurance in case somebody wants to know why their insurance have not paid. Why was their claim denied? Okay, so we do consultation for that. Okay, and again, you can do PayPal from here too. Okay, you don't have to only do the PayPal. You can pay however you want to. Okay, if you want to get at me, you can get at me. Not everybody has PayPal. Okay, that's the book. It's already on there. So the book is on here for $45 because there's a zero shipping. Okay, I will get it from there for $45 as well. Okay, and these are just, these are single courses here that you can get, $9.99 single courses. And this is the link that you're going to make a payment on any kind of way you want to. You can pay debit, you can pay here however you want to for your course, all right? And you can give your contact information if you choose, okay? And there's our email right there. So that is always on the website. So when you make your Teams portal, just make sure that you put enough information on there where you're available to your students. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. It's 10 o'clock. I got to jump in there, and then I'm going to come back in here. I'm probably going to throw a thumbnail up there because we're going to do this again. I probably end up doing it tomorrow. Okay, so I'll see you guys then.